Shalom, all praise to Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shah, double honor to the apostles, GMS. My name is Amna Allah, coming at you in the video. In this video, I'm going to entitle this, Esau is going down. Because who's Esau? First of all, Esau is a so-called white man. Because you had two brothers, right? One named Jacob and one named Esau, and their father was Isaac. And then the scriptures you have with the so-called scholars called the fathers of the promise. Was the fathers of the promise of who? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The promise of Abraham to his son Isaac, to his son Jacob. Jacob had a fraternal twin brother named Esau. And the promise was not given to him. And Esau brought forth the so-called white race, as we know it. And Esau's ruling this kingdom, but Esau's kingdom is going down. And Esau is the end of this world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows, as it says in the book of 2nd Esdras. Now let's get right to it. Obadiah chapter 1 verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwelleth in the clefts of the rock. Now this whole book of Obadiah, for those that understand the Bible, read the Bible, is dedicated to Esau. Okay? The whole book is directed at him. It's just the pride. It says the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Because Esau is filled with pride. Esau is engulfed in pride. Esau highly esteems himself, and Esau believes himself to be greater than what he really is. That's what the scripture tells you in the book of Isaiah. It tells you try to ask both yourself against him that handleth it. I'm not quoting the verbatim meaning word for word, but you catch my drift. Esau was a creation of the Heavenly Father. He can't boast himself against the Most High. Yet he does, because he's prideful. Okay? And what makes Esau so prideful, because that's the spirit that was given unto him. Alright? So it says, the pride of the heart hath deceived thee. Heart meaning your mind. Heart comes from Hebrew word lab, meaning your mind. So the pride of Esau's heart hath deceived him. He's deceived by his own pride. In other words, his haughtiness and his pride, him highly esteeming himself so much, has deceived him. To the point when his pride has him believing that he's greater than what he really is. So that's his pride deceiving him. Okay? Thou that dwelleth in the clefts of the rock. Now, Esau's dwelling place, where did Esau dwell at? Esau dwelt in Mount Seir. And Esau dwelt in the clefts of the rock in Mount Seir. Alright? In caves, in these mountainous structures. And you see it in America today with these skyscrapers. Okay? Because what are the skyscrapers? What are the buildings made out of? Stone. What are rocks? Stones. So Esau dwelt in the clefts of the rock back then. And he dwelt in the clefts of the rock now. Okay? And it says, whose habitation is high. Right? Whose habitation is high. Didn't Esau go out there into outer space? Right? Whose habitation is high. That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? So Esau's saying, who's going to bring me down to the ground? In other words, who's going to defeat me? Who's going to conquer me? Who's going to be one to take me out of my power? But little does he know, the Most High is going to be the one that's going to take him out of his power. Okay? Let me get another scripture for you. This lesson's not going to be that long because, as you can hear, I'm outside right now. I want to do this lesson in the house. This is Jeremiah 49:16. It says, thy terribleness hath deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart. O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. There it goes again. So it tells you in the book of Obadiah, it spoke to him that dwelleth in the clefts of the rock. Now, let me go back to Obadiah real quick. We read Obadiah 1:1. It says, the vision of Obadiah that saith the Lord power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye and let us rise up against them in battle. So it tells you that the vision of Obadiah thus saith the Lord power concerning Edom. So this is all about what's concerning Edom. And as it says in the believer Genesis 36:1, Esau is Edom. Because after Esau comes from Hebrew Ishashua or Ishah, meaning wasted away is he, because his pigment was wasted away. And after Esau ate that red pottage, his name was changed. He became known as Edom, which means red. Adawam meaning red. Because that's how white men look. They're red. They're red. Nobody's really white. The same way nobody's really black with different shades of brown. Thy terribleness hath deceived thee, and the pride in thy heart. O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks. The same way it said Esau dwelleth in the clefts of the rock, and Obadiah 1 and 3, it's talking about one that dwells in the clefts of the rock now. Esau says it's talking about the same person. And it says his terribleness hath deceived thee. Look at that word, terribleness. Okay? Terribleness. Alright? This is a thapa la tazaf. And it says shuddering horror. Doesn't get too much into detail, but it says thy terrible. Let me read it from here. Let's go right back. It says so it says a shuddering horror, which we know that's talking about what his military might, because strength, power, force is what put people in a shuddering horror, as it said in the Hebrew. That's his terribleness, his military might. Thy terribleness had deceived thee. So Esau's military might have deceived him. His ability to take down the nations has deceived him in thinking that he's that great and thinking that he's that powerful. He was the first one to drop the atomic bomb, Fat Man Little Boy, on Hiroshima and Nagasaki back in the 1940s during World War II. Alright? So Esau is on his high horse, so to speak. His terribleness in military might has deceived him into believing that he can't be destroyed. He think he could take down the Most High and the angels. Thy terribleness hath deceived thee in the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. That holdest that holdest the height of the hill, which the hill represents small government. Though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, it goes right back to Obadiah again. Didn't they go out there out of space? We got satellites out there out of space. I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. So though Esau made his nest as high as the eagle, the Most High is going to bring him down. But not only him actually going out there into outer space, but figuratively speaking, making his nest as high as the eagle, meaning his habitations as high as the eagle. Because that's how Esau's pride is. You know? It's as high as the eagle flies. In other words, he has a large amount of pride. Alright? Let's go back. Let me get another scripture. This is book of Proverbs 16:18. So Esau made his nest as high as the eagle, his dwelling place as high as the eagle. You know? Because Esau sits high above the rest of these other nations. Like how an eagle has a nest high in the trees. The eagle sits above other creatures. But that's Esau's dwelling place. He sits above other creations. Other creatures or creations on his planet. He's above all other nations in regards to his power and might and his status. As we get the term white supremacy. Supremacy goes back to the word superior or supreme. Something that's superior or supreme is something that's above all else. And nothing is equal to it except itself. I mean, nothing is equal to a white man except another white man. That's really going into the elites. That's a whole nother topic. I mean, the so-called Illuminati. Proverbs 16:18. Pride go before destruction and a haughty spirit before fall. So pride go before destruction and a haughty spirit before fall. What does that mean? Pride go before destruction and a haughty spirit before fall. Pride go before destruction, meaning what? If a person is prideful, their pride goes before their destruction. Why? Because a person that highly esteems himself, when they finally fall, it makes their fall, their destruction, that much greater. Think about it. Imagine if Floyd Mayweather Jr. actually lost to Pacquiao or to Conor McGregor. Could you actually believe, or when he got hit by Shane Mosley by them there was three good right hands in that second round. Imagine if he actually lost. Could you imagine how great his fall how great his destruction would have been? Because his pride, he highly esteemed himself so much, it makes your fall seem that much greater. So pride go before destruction and the haughty spirit before fall. And when a person is prideful, they don't think they're going to be destroyed. A person is haughty, in other words, haughty spirit before fall. Let me read it again. Proverbs 16:18. Pride go before destruction and the haughty spirit before fall. So when a person is real prideful, they don't think that they can be defeated. Destruction is the last thing on their mind. That's Esau. Pride go before destruction and the haughty spirit before fall. I probably did say the word spirit, but it's alright though. Spirit, had me read it again. So it said that. So that's what it means. A haughty spirit goes before fall, man. That's what happened right before your fall. Like Pharaoh. Pharaoh was prideful. Pharaoh was haughty. And as we know of in the book of Proverbs, the 6th chapter, it tells you the 6 things do the Lord hate. And the first one mentioned, if I'm not mistaken, is what? A proud look. And the scripture tells you in the Apocrypha, pride is the beginning of sin. You know what I'm saying? The wages of sin is death. So the Most High hates pride. Let's get another scripture. My mouth is kind of cold. You know, so my voice sounds a little bit funny. Let's get Proverbs 29 and 23. Proverbs chapter 29 verse 23. A man's pride shall bring him low, but honor shall uphold the humble in spirit. Right? A man's pride shall bring him low. Your pride is going to bring you low, okay? Because the Most High hates pride. The Most High likes humility. So a person who's prideful, the Most High has ways of humbling you. He could take your children out. He could have you suffer some kind of traumatic event, you know? Make you go through some kind of stress, some kind of strife. The Most High could do that. So a man's pride shall bring him low. So your pride is going to bring you low. He that exalts himself shall be abased. It says, but honor shall uphold the humble in spirit. Honor is going to uphold the humble in spirit. So a person that's honorable is a person that's of a high moral character. And that's going to uphold the humble in spirit. Those are the humble. Okay, those are the meek. That's what scripture tell you, I believe it's Psalms 47 and 11. It tells you that the meek shall inherit the earth. The humble is going to inherit the earth. Who they're talking about? The children of Israel. Beginning with who primarily? The elect. Now, last scripture. This is Matthew 23 and 12. It might be 72. No, that's the scripture, Matthew 23 and 12. I said 72. I thought it was 72 on the paper. I don't even think this verse even has 72 verses. No, it don't. Matthew chapter 23 verse 2. Verse 12. It says, and whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased. And he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. So a person that exalts themselves is going to be abased. They're going to be brought low. And a person that humbles himself is going to be exalted. They're going to be brought high. Because the Most High loves the humble. He gives grace unto the humble. The Most High what? Loves those of a humble spirit and of a contrite heart, as it mentions in the book of Psalm 51. And a contrite spirit is like a person who's humble. And that's the Most High loves, because nothing that was given to us we got on our own. Everything that was given to us was given to us by the Heavenly Father, by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So with that, I'm going to close and say, all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Double honors to the Apostle GMS. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kodash Rakah. Shalom.